Okay, let's open a box. We've got new tassel bags. Hi, I'm Cadence Kidwell, owner of Fuzzy Goat in downtown Thomasville, Georgia. And you can find what I'm talking about today at fuzzygoatyarns.com. We have got new tassel bags from Treasure. These come few and far between, and they don't last long. These are it's super exciting when we get our box of tassel bags. These in particular are going to be our custom fabrics that we designed from artwork by local artist Sarah Simmons. And so she had designed some note cards for us, and then we turned around and made fabric with it. And we've got some tassel bags. I just love the way Treasure puts these together. So these are truly girl-made bags. Sarah designed the images, and then I made fabric out of it, which is my small contribution. And then Treasure did the work in putting together these bags. And we have two kinds in here. There are custom colors. So let me adjust this a little bit so you can see more of the fun. And I just love the way she takes the time to put these together. I knew what was coming, but I waited to open the box with you guys on Saturday. It's kind of hard. I had to hide the box from the team so the rest of us didn't get into it. So we have two different fabrics. This one here is what we're calling our fuzzy animals. Each one is going to have a different tassel. These really super fun and generous yarny tassels. And yes, Marcia, I saw that you ordered your box of goats. Thank you very much. You guys will just love our Advent experience, which we're selling through Wednesday. So this is, so Treasure prints this on the bags for us. And then they have, what do you know, a gusset. So it sits up. You can fill it up. The insides, each one is a little bit different also. Size is the same. The fabric at the bottom is the same. I love the drawstring on it too. I like to add our nitty gritty strap to it, and you can put the strap on it, and that way you can throw it over your shoulder also when you're grabbing it out of the house. And so here is the fuzzy animals. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 of these here. Okay, so we got that color, got that one, got that going for us. Whoops. All right. Pull the other one. This will be our other custom fabric. And so these do run a little bit more because we have to get the custom fabric made as well, which is just so fun to figure out how to do that. Jennifer was wearing a dress yesterday out of fabric that she had made because she's a graphic designer. I mean, it's just so much fun. So this is our fuzzy floral. So in our fuzzy goat colors with the orange and the teal and the moss green in there, and the same thing with a really fun tassel. Insides are all going to be a little different. Let's see, these have some light colored insides on there. And the same great thing. And we've only have 7 of the floral because of the way the fabric cut to make sure everybody, each bag gets a good amount of the flowers on there. We only got 7 out of that run. So these are our tassel bags that, oops, I'm showing you that one upside down, that Treasure made for us. It's always a good thing when they come in. We don't always have them. We try to get them in, keep them regularly, keep them moving. But Treasure can only make them so fast, and we don't want to stress her out either. She's a young woman down in Central Florida, so we really like working with her. So these are really great. Oh, and we got some conversation going about how the handles are perfect for putting the enamel pins on there. Oh, really nice. Yeah. So these are the bags that we got today. Somebody's trying to get in. We'll be open later on after I'm through talking with you. Then we got some gigantic bags also this time. And so we've got, hi, hey.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're not open yet.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why the door was open. Okay. Okay.
Can I ask you a quick question?
I'm live, so everybody else will hear you too.
Okay, no worries.
Okay.
I'm trying to find the bookshelf.
Next door.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody. Okay. So the next thing we got are these gigantic bags. Oh my gosh. So you could actually put your fuzzy fixes down in there like that. And so it is super big. I'm sorry, I got a little distracted there, or off my game. You can put these Notion bags. You can put your tassel bag down inside and put that in there. And I love what they say on here. Put good things into the world. These are really fun. And I want to show you that even though it looks distressed, it's just for the effect. That is sewn on there and on there sturdy. It's got some polka dots on the inside and one pocket in there for you to maybe put your phone or your keys so they don't get lost. Down there in the giant bag, I just love them. They are linen and cotton, and they are designed by an artist in Atlanta. And in case you didn't want the elephant, they also had one with giant polka dots on it. I think I'm going to go lock that door while you sit here and look at this giant bag here, because I'm going to get distracted again in a minute. So you guys can just look at the store and that giant bag, and I'm not sure how come that wasn't locked. All right, coming back. Never know what you're going to get on live TV. All righty. So, got the giant one, linen and cotton. I just love this one. I saw it. But maybe that's a little bit too big for you, but you like the sentiment. And so they do have a regular size tote bag that we got also, because I just think that's what we do, right? As knitters and crocheters, is we are making things and putting good things out into the world. So that's what we're doing, and so go forth and do that, and you can just kind of proclaim that. Look, it's got that gusset down on there too. So there we go. Thank you guys for your patience, and I will talk about what I'm wearing also, because it's perfect time for that, because Susan, our great teacher and knitter of lots of our samples, brought us two samples that she had in 29 bridges. So we still have the pop-up going on. And she made this one here, Tammy Gore's Drifter, with just 2 skeins. Isn't this fun? And it's, let's see, I got it pinned on me, but not too fancy, so let's see. I'll unpin it here. Whoops. I really appreciate you guys watching me for all my ungracefulness. Okay. So here is Tammy Gore's Drifter. Isn't this pretty? We've got the pattern link up where I'm going to send you for the yarns. And so 2 skeins, and Melissa pulled together some options for us. So let's see. I'm going to put these aside for just a moment, because that's for the other pattern behind me that I'm also going to talk about. Okay, so we have, we still have some, we have the 29 bridges pop up. And this is fingering, so it's made from 2 skeins of fingering. So these 2 would be really pretty in that, and rich and beautiful. This is Prue, Prue, and this one is Be Mine. So those 2 would be really great together. I just love when Melissa does this and kind of surprises me. Oh, this would be really rich. This is Aubergine and Dream, and so this is the 29 bridges go-to sock. This feels just really amazing. It's 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. But I'm going to say for a piece this big, it feels really lightweight. And I am hot-natured. And the piece that I was showing you last week, though stunning and beautiful, I had to take it off after I was, talking with you, and I put on a lighter piece for buzzing around the store on Saturday. But this is going to be fine, even though it's August. So those 2 are really pretty. You can also go with a classic blue and red. This is West End, and this is Prue. And I don't know if I already showed you that. No, I showed you Prue with the other one. You can also combine Curacao with Scotch Moss. Actually, this Scotch moss is a DK. I'm not going to show you that. You can combine it with this one here, which is sentimental. That would be really pretty in this too. And I love a good yellow. This is cider, and cider would be pretty with aubergine. But it's also got just little bits of dark gray in there, so I think you could put it with the curacao, and that would be stunning. Or maybe you want to go something a little more subtle with the hot metal. Would be really pretty in there. So yes, so thank you, Marcia. This is called The Drifter, and it's written by Tammy Gore, who is a very talented black pattern designer who we really like a lot of her patterns. The one that we use a lot is the single skein, and it's I'll put the link up. I'm blocking on it right now. We used it in one of our Good Vibes tours. The other piece that Susan brought over is the Storm Shawl by Joji Locatelli. And this is a single skein with some drop stitches. Drop stitches are a lot of fun because, you know, you're thinking you're not making a lot of progress, and then you do a set of drop stitches and all of a sudden you've got like an extra inch. And so what we have we have a sample over in the store that I've shown you before, because when Susan knit that one, I had her add some color to the end. And I love that when Susan went and did it on her own, she also did that. So you can do it in one skein, or you can do it in one and add a little bit of color. And these are the ones that we have in some Emma's smalls. We also have a few mini sets that I don't have up online, but if you want to text us, we can send you some photos of those, because we only had one of each, so I didn't want to I didn't get them up online, but we can help you out that way. But they're a set, so you can take one of them out and put them with the other go-to bridges. I'm sorry, 29 bridges go-to sock. But maybe you want to do a storm shawl in cider and trim it in buttonwood. Buttonwood is a favorite around here. Or you could do it, this would be really pretty too. I'd love to do it in Dream and then trim it in buttonwood. You could do the classic West End and then trim it in Harbor. You could do just the picot bind off in it, or maybe a row and then the picot bind off. Let's see, what other, this Harbor would also look good with Sentimental in there. And this is kind of like a color block idea here, with going from a gradient. You could go from Curacao to Harbor and just really play up that teal. We've got Twilight here, which would look really rich next to Dream in there. You could also do this with socks. If you are a sock knitter, you could knit your sock in this and then use your heel and toe for that, not just for that shawl. And then I also think Twilight would look nice with Be Mine. So if this was, you wanted to kind of play up the brown parts instead of the pink parts, it would be in there. Okay, and then we have Cactus Flower. So if you really want to play up the pink, you go with Cactus Flower Mini with the Be Mine. And Cactus Flower, I think, would also look really pretty with this. So those are some of the go-to sock in the 29 Bridges pop-up that we still have going on over there. I wanted to show you, I'm making fast progress on my sweater. I'm in the sleeve section. This is Blackthorn. I am proud that I do feel confident I will have it done before there's a cool day to wear this. And some of the yarns in the go-to sock in 29 Bridges, we would have some sweater quantities over there. We have 4 or 5 of some of the fingering, and that's what you would need for the body. I think I'm going to use 3 for mine, and it's a long sweater. It will have a long sleeve when I get to it. So I'm on a sleeve island right now, and I'll show you the picture of that. This is what it looks like when I'm done. I don't know if mine will be quite that big on me, which is fine with me. I don't want it tight, but I wasn't sure I wanted it quite as big. So we'll see. I'm using the needle that gave me the fabric that I like, and since there was such a wide range in the ease, I think it's all going to be fine. Then we also got some great embroidery things that I picked out at Market because I just can't get enough of that. And so I'll show you and you'll say, I don't think I could resist those either, Cadence. Look at these cute little things. Okay, I want to show you the one. All right, so this is from Trailhead Yarns. And these are fuzzy goat colors. We got to pick out our own colors for our own little box. These are hand-dyed threads. They're made out of tencel, so super soft and silky, just really lovely feeling. And you can use them to embroider on your knitting. You could use it in your for traditional embroidery. They come in these little bobbins. They're just so fun. All right, now I've just made a mess of that, but and you can really see that. Let me get one here that maybe it's got a nice shine to it, and it does have some variation in it also. We also have yarns from them coming soon, much bigger than the bobbin, and so that we'll see some of those colors on some bigger pieces soon. But if you didn't want to use fuzzy goat colors, I mean, these were so fun, I just couldn't resist picking out all the other ones here. This one is Day at the Beach. This one is Cafe Favorites. This one here is Cabin. And this one here is Vintage Flair. So those are really fun. I love the threads on those. What you're thinking, okay, what else can I do with them? They also had some canvases. I want to call them, they're canvases, they're cotton and linen. What Trailhead calls them as they are unkits. They are drawn on the canvas in there. This is my favorite, the Welcome to Trailhead. And you can use the flosses. You can use a box of these to then color it in any way that you like. We have books that tell you about the different stitches, but what's also fun about that is there's two examples on our website for this where you can see how different people with different levels of stitching kind of made it their own. So it's like a coloring book in that way, and you can kind of color it in however you like. And then we also got these other two vendors here. This one is also embroidery, which we sell a lot of this maker here, Rick Rack. And I like this one here because it's a maker. This one is Wildlife. And this one is super fun because it's Lucky. And she just made some new designs, and we had sold out of those regularly. So we were very happy to see that she had some new ones. And then we have, some of you have been coming in and asking for cross stitch, and we're not going to be a cross stitch store or even a needlepoint store. But we do dabble a little bit in the embroidery, and so we do have some cross stitch with these tarot cards in here. And so there's a few. You don't even have to be a tarot card reader. We have the sun, the moon, and I think the earth over there. Let's see, sun. Oh yes, sun, the moon, and the world. And so that's just a little bit of cross stitch. So if you have a friend who doesn't want to quite take on knitting, but you want to do some stitching stuff with them, these have everything you need them, and it might be a way to kind of bring them into our world. Well, we've still got the 29 bridges for another week or so. So if we can help you out with picking colors and things like that, you can text us at 229-236-GOAT. I apologize for the upheaval. At the beginning, that lovely woman was looking for the reader retreat that's happening next door in our goat garage, and it just kind of threw me off a little bit. So I'm really sorry about that, but I appreciate you guys sticking with me. And I'm going to get these tassel bags, the links up, although they should be up online already so that you can go and grab one for yourself if you've been waiting. I hope you guys have a lovely Saturday. It's starting to feel just a little cool outside, which is amazing for August in South Georgia. So we're going to take it. We're going to wear our knitwear. We're going to knit today. I hope you have a lovely Saturday. Thank you.